we're here. I am going on a walk, but also I'm working out. I'm gonna go running and all that good stuff. But as I was walking, I just was really talking with myself and reflecting, and something that I've been reflecting on is just prioritizing God in my life, prioritizing Jesus, prioritizing Him and putting Him first. You know, I feel like a lot of us, including myself, everything I'm saying, and it's really just directing to myself as well, have been in that space where we just have a one-way call, you know, with Jesus, with God, but we don't take the time to sit and be patient enough to like hear what He has to say back, and knowing the fact that God sits patiently and waits for us not only to speak with Him, but when we do speak with Him, He's patient enough to just hear us, to be kind to us, to be understanding to us. But we get in this cycle where we are having a hard time just being still and patient with Him, you know? So I just encourage you to be still. Be still in the Lord. Be still on hearing Him. Be patient with Him, and understand not only that He's working things out, that He has better for you, He has greater for you, but be patient in the resting. Be patient in this time where He is revealing things to you and taking things out of you. Be patient with yourself. It's literally a walk, you know, and remember to constantly, when you're going down this path where He is leading you to, right, understand to constantly take out those old tires. Take out those old tires, okay? And continue to put the new tires. Continue to put the new tires. Continue to take out the old tires. Continue to put the new tires. Because sometimes we'll put back the old tires and go back to our original path that we think is for us, or we know it's not for us, but we're just so used to that, and we want a quick fix, or we want a quick sight to see of what we feel is familiar, what we feel will make us feel safe. But you need to take those off and put, you know, the plans, put the instructions, put back on those wheels, those tires that the Lord is calling you to put back on. And even if the tire pops or something goes wrong, I need you to understand that He will put breath in those tires. He will put life back into that situation and help you rise back up to continue walking, you know. But it's not just one thing in your life where He's gonna be trying to put breath in. He's going to all over you, just all over you, all over your situation. And you have to understand that this is something that you need to do, because God is calling you, and He's calling you, and He's calling you, and He's calling you. Are you going to answer the call? Are you going to answer the call when He calls you? It's not just a one-way call where you're only calling Him when you're in panic, or when you're just whatever, the things that you've been doing in your own way isn't working, and you finally call Him, or you just kind of like dump your issues on Him, which is fine. That's what He's there for. But if you are not willing to sit and listen to Him speak to your heart, speak to your mind, if you're not willing to be patient enough to listen to what He has to say, or be patient enough to understand that, hey, He's working, He might be silent in this moment, but when He does call, are you going to answer the call? 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 I remember when I was in the hotel, and I was not, even though I was in a situation where you would think I would be fully surrendered. I wasn't fully all the way surrendered to Christ, to Jesus. Sorry guys, I look a mess, but hey, it is what it is. I wasn't fully surrendered. And I actually, at that time, I remember that day, I wasn't spending as much time with God. And I also was actually going back to the old things that he had delivered me out of, right? And I remember as I was sleeping, right? I don't know what, but this was the first time I've ever experienced this. But I remember when I was in the hotel and I was sleeping, and I didn't pray. I just remember I kind of cried at the end of the night because I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I was not answering the call. I wasn't sitting with him. I wasn't anything, right? And as I was sleeping, the hotel phone, this is in the middle of the night, it was probably like 4 or 5, the phone rang. The phone rang. It was loud too. And I answered it. Nobody was there. Hung it up. Went back to bed. Okay. Some time passed. My alarm on my phone, I guess it like hooked up to the alarm clock that was there. And the alarm started going off on that clock. Turned it off. Okay. Went back to sleep. The phone rang again. Answered it. Hello? Hello? Hung up. The phone rang again. Answered it. Nothing was there. And I knew in that moment, to me, I knew in that moment that was God trying to wake me up. And sorry, I'm just kind of reliving that moment. And God is doing everything, okay? God is real. God is doing everything to nudge us into the right direction. God is always speaking to us, man. God is always speaking to us. He might not be speaking to you in the way that you would like, but he's speaking to you. And the great thing about it is God is doing so many new things in our lives, okay? And he's trying to level us up in the ways that he reveals himself to us, in the ways that we're able to hear him, to see him, to get revelation, okay? He wants you not only to get out of your comfort zone, but to also experience the new, refreshing things of him, the things that you don't know about him, the things that you don't know of what he can do, you know, not only in your situation, but just the way that he speaks to you, the way that he is able to speak to your heart and your mind, but you have to be open-hearted, you know. And in that moment, I knew that was God, you know. And I'm just saying this because it just correlates of what I'm saying of like answering the call. Answer the call. God is wanting to speak to you. He's wanting to speak to your heart. Okay? He's wanting to speak to your mind. He's wanting to speak to your situation. So that way you're able to speak to your situation. And this is piggybacking on the other video that I had posted. Okay? You have to get up. Okay? You have to get up, and how bad do you want it? You know, like how bad do you really want to get out of your situation? How bad do you really want to get out of this lack, this depression, this, you know, this place where you know that you will never live here, like you will never be set free, you'll never be alive, you know? Like how bad do you want it? How bad do you really want to hear from God? How bad do you really want a relationship with him? You know, and I've been telling myself that, and I feel like in this season, and it reminds me of like a relationship, right? I had a horrible, you know, relationship, right? And it showed me everything that I don't want in a lover, right? It showed me everything that I will never, you know, put up with again, right? And in this season, I feel like I'm seeing everything I don't want to be. Everything I don't want to be in my relationship with God. Everything I don't want to be in a relationship with myself, with others, with my money, with my finances, with my time. Like everything, I'm seeing everything I don't want to be. what I don't want to be attached to. And it's also put me in a perspective of seeing myself. Sometimes we don't want to face not only our issues and our problems and our pain, but we don't want to also see the wickedness. I was able to see not just the sin, like not just seeing the things that we say, right? Oh, lust, or idolizing it. Like I'm actually seeing what it has done, and what it has done to my heart, what it has done to my mind, what that wickedness has opened into, and it made me consume so much that I started walking in that, seeing myself not in the way that I was, not saying that I was perfect always, but I can tell that my heart has changed. I can tell, and being with God, letting him touch my heart has been the only way for that ice to melt, for me to be able to feel, for me to be able to wake up. I'm not too sure where I'm going with this, but I just want to encourage somebody to get up and to do something to answer the call, okay, before it's too late, okay, because God has an opportunity to take you out of whatever you're in, okay. He has an opportunity to help you to actually get the resources, the help that you need, not just for the carnal things that we want, not just for our issues on the outside, but for the inside. He understands that you need help. You need help. I need help. And the only help that we can get that from is Jesus Christ. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. I can't do this on my own. Realizing that I have been trying to do this for years on my own. And yes, I would walk with God or this or that. But this season in my life is different. It's so different. Literally, I cannot step foot into what he has for me unless I am this version. I can't get anything that I dream and that I aspire to be and I want unless I'm this version. Because unless I'm that new version, because if I'm this version, I will destroy it. I will mess it up. I will mess it up. But it's not just all about me. It's about his people too. It's about his people and what he wants to start, showing examples of, I just feel like there's more to the picture than what we think. It's more than what we think. It's more than what's going on. We have to understand that we have to get in the ark. 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 He's calling his people. He's calling his people. He's calling his people. And some people, they're not going to get in the ark. Some of your family are not going to get in the ark. Some of your friends are not going to answer the call. Some of those pastors are not going to answer the call. Some of those teachers, those just everything. I don't know. Just everybody. They're not going to answer the call. And you have to go. And you have to go. Okay, because everything else is going to be washed away. When I tell you, it's not just he is doing a new thing. Oh, career, money, a car, marriage. No, he is wiping things clean. He is wiping things clean. He is wiping things clean. He is doing something new, literally new. Okay, baby. Okay, baby.
I'm going to see what Dino belongs to.
Okay, Baba. He is literally doing something new. New. He is literally doing something new. The old will pass away. So please answer the call and get into the ark, okay? Because he is taking his people somewhere else. He is taking his people somewhere else, and he has called us. He's giving us a financial breakthrough, not just for our normal things, and that's totally fine. But some of us, he's giving financial breakthrough because he's wanting us to build new places. He's giving us territory, right? He's giving us land. He's giving us places so that we can literally build new things for him and his kingdom. like a fresh, it's going to be all new beginnings, all fresh, right? But it's going to be of the Lord, of his will, of his way, you know? So that's why he's needing us. He's needing his people to not grow weary, because he's literally calling us, right? He's giving us certain instruction, because when we get this certain thing, we cannot abuse it. We cannot just use it for our own good, you know? It's bigger than that. It's for his people too, you know? It's to save his people, right? So just stay encouraged, okay? Stay faithful. You're not going crazy. Like, everything that God has told you, it's true. And you may be going weary because you may feel like you're not seeing certain things, but it's going to happen, and it's going to happen suddenly. It's going to happen suddenly, okay? It's going to happen suddenly. It's going to happen suddenly in your life, okay? But you have to get into it. You do not want to miss this opportunity. Just like I said in my last video, a sweet escape. He's bringing you out of that. He is bringing you out of so many things in your life. He's bringing you out of death, of health concerns and conditions, and abusive relationships, family and friends and work situations. He's bringing you out of the lack. He's bringing you out of poverty. He's bringing you out of, you know, addictions. He's bringing you out of suicide. He is bringing you out of suicide. He's bringing you out of so many things that are going to cause you death at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the road. But you have to get on board. You have to answer the call. You have to get in agreement. You just have to tell him yes. You just have to follow what he says. And sometimes it's not going to make sense. Sometimes it's going to hurt. It's going to feel like you're bleeding, that you're bleeding out. But I promise you, none of the stuff that you're holding on to is worth it. Or none of it. Because soon, when it's that time, all that stuff that you're holding on to is going to turn into dust, turn into sand, right? And it was never worth it. 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 When I tell you, he's calling you to wake up and do. I'm telling you, everything that you're seeing on the outside, do not believe it. Stay focused. Center yourself. Close your eyes. Be in your secret place, because that's what he's showing, that's where he's showing you the real stuff. When you close your eyes, everything everything that you're seeing, that's the faith. Walk by faith and not by sight. Everything right now is an illusion. Everything right now is a trap. Everything right now is not what it seems. The only way that you can see clear of what's really going on is not only by spending time with him. It's not only by just closing your eyes and seeing the truth and what he's showing you, and by your word, but it's just by also seeing people's actions and behaviors, and also seeing yourself also seeing yourself and your own weakness, to know that hey, yeah, the enemy's, you know, up to something. The enemy is up to something. The enemy is up to something, but it won't prosper. It won't prosper. It won't prosper. It won't prosper in the mighty name of Jesus. It won't prosper. Someone say it won't prosper. It won't prosper. Someone say, I will answer the call in the mighty name of Jesus. Someone say, I will answer the call in the mighty name of Jesus. Someone say, I'm coming. I'm entering the ark. I'm entering my safe space. I'm entering his covering. I'm entering his place where he's bringing me out of. And pulling me out of things. Everything that the enemies try to plant us in, right? The Lord is pulling us out of, and has made new soil, new grounds, and is planting us there, right? So that way we can grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. Okay, and you may be the life that you have to give up, right? You have to give up this old life, right? And the life that God is calling you You know, of course you will have joy and you have glory and you have peace and stuff like that, but it might not be the life that you thought you would live, but it's the life that is going to keep you alive and prolong your days, okay? So just understand what I'm trying to say. Don't give up. I'm sorry if this video is really long, but I really hope and pray that somebody listen to this, because I feel like it's for many, it's for me. Yeah, and I promise you, like, you're not going to look the same. You're not. I'm hearing in my spirit like something about cancer. I don't know why I'm getting emotional, but something about cancer, like literally God is going to wash these things away. Like miracles are going to happen. I don't know why I'm seeing like somebody that literally is on the verge, like the enemy's putting them on the verge of death. Or maybe their family member, a grandmother, a mother, or somebody that's close to you, or even yourself. I don't know why I feel this way, but you literally are on the verge. But God is going to wash that away. He's going to wash that away. He's going to wash that away. He is going to wash. He is going to clean out your blood. Clean out your blood. He's going to wash your hands that were full of blood. Full of blood. And he's going to wash you clean, baby. He is going to wash you clean. And I'm hearing like a sheep. Like, I don't know, not a sheep. You know, when you hear like a newborn baby, when they cry, it's almost like you're gonna you're gonna be born again. Like literally, you're gonna be born again. But he's going to wash away these things. He's washing away these things. He is washing away like everything that the enemy. It reminds me of like Moses, whenever like part of the Red Sea, right, and they were passing through and everything, and then the people were trying to come up against him, and then the floods started washing those people out and, you know, taking them down. It's like everything that the enemy was trying to do, like literally God is going to make a way for you. And every time the enemy tries to come up against you with something, it's like almost like the Lord is going to wash it away. Please answer the call. Please answer the call. Please answer the call over your life. You may be looking a mess. Your life may be looking a mess. You may have made your life a mess, but I promise you God is going to clean you up to something different. You know, if I have Jesus, I'm good. If I have Jesus, I'm good. The stuff doesn't matter, you know? So just keep being faithful. Keep praying. Keep fasting. Go harder and push harder, because you can do it. You can do it. You can give birth to this thing, because God is going to be there in the delivery room. God is going to be the doctor that pulls that thing out of you. God is going to be the person that stands by you to help you push this thing. And God is going to be the one to help you nurture this thing, help you take care of this thing, and help this thing grow and grow and grow in your life. And I promise you, you're going to have a testimony by the end of this year, by the beginning of this year. It doesn't matter, because you're going to wait on the Lord. But you're going to have a testimony that is going to save millions. You're going to have a testimony that is going to bring people out of that by the grace of God. Okay, so y'all stay up. Thank you so much if you watched this video. Thank you so much if you took the time. Please like, comment, subscribe, possibly even share this to somebody. And yeah, take the first step. I lack sometimes, but I'm going to get back up. And I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep trying to change things around. Continue to change those things around. Continue to answer the call. Continue to make time. It don't matter. It don't matter. All right, so y'all stay blessed. And know that no weapon formed against you shall prosper in the mighty name of Jesus. Peace.